Hi, I'm Kevin Flynn from the Need to Know Morning Show, and this is how they do it. Brought to you by our friends at Coast Materials. Today, we're hooking up with Brother Kyle in the Minnkota Recycling truck, and we are going to go gather some recycling. And apparently, we're not very good at it. I mean, the people that recycle. Find out more coming up on This Is How They Do It.
These are all the tanglers and the problem items.
The best part of the job is every once in a while you'll have a resident that really appreciates what we're doing and will give us a compliment. Sometimes that involves Christmas presents. And there is people that appreciate what we do, even if they don't know exactly what we do, but their trash and recycling disappears once a week, so.
Welcome to This Is How They Do It. Let's go gather some recycling. What's the worst part of it?
Worst part of it is, I would say, cleanup week. That gets pretty crazy on us. We find some things that really shouldn't be there, whether it be IV lines or needles.
Oh man, really? Yeah.
Dog poop is also another bad one.
Dog poop?
Yeah.
How? I just have to ask.
So a lot of times they'll rake their leaves up in the fall. That includes anything that comes with the leaves.
Oh, gotcha.
And then there's times that we're responsible for picking up leaf bags for elderly or people that are unable to get them to a recycle site. And we have to actually cut those bags open and dump them in so we can compost them.
There's a yuck factor there.
Another thing we run into is if you see a cooler sitting at the curb, not always a wise decision to open that cooler. Don't know what's in it. We've had freezers that have been duct taped shut. Also not a wise decision to open those up.
If they don't want to clean it and they're willing to duct tape it shut, that's nothing I want to, land I want to explore there.
Right, and typically those will be some of the ones that'll get left behind and they'll get a letter.
So the truck we're riding in is huge, recycling garbage truck, and it almost is a constant feeling like you're on the roller coaster getting ready to go down the plunge. It's like this. I mean, you can just tell I'm holding the camera with my handheld, and it's just it's a bumpy ride. Does that wear on you?
Yeah, it definitely feels good to get out of the truck at the end of the day.
We all recycle, plastic, aluminum, glass. Is it making a difference, you think? I mean,
yeah, there's a lot less going to the landfill, and it's having the the curbside recycling now has definitely lightened up a lot of the recycling sites to where they're not overcrowded.
We toured around South Fargo in one of those trucks, and I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure you got to have a degree of some sort of education to be able to run one of those monsters. Here we are with Jen and Mary, and we're in the, this is the multi, kind of the all dump, isn't it?
Yes.
What's the one thing that we need to be better at as people? Because Kyle was saying, we're not real good at separating, we're not real good at, making all that happen. So what can we do better?
Well, I think you just got to follow the guidelines. Like the lid, just look at the lid and it'll tell you what's acceptable. When you're looking at material, not all plastics are created equally, and that's the number one problem. A lot of people think they're doing it right, but unfortunately they're doing it wrong. You can only put in your bin bottles, jugs, and tubs. It's got a 1, a 2, or a 5 on it. This has a 1 on it, but this isn't a bottle, it's not a jug, and it's not a tub, so unfortunately it's not recyclable. And this material is going to have to be pulled out.
Why do they put that on there then?
Well, because it's made from this type of plastic. And so unfortunately those are the biggest issues. 1 out of 4 people put the wrong type of material in.
Sure.
And a lot of times we think they don't mean to because they don't know.
Right.
But this is what we want to set. Right, exactly. And you know this, they think that something like this because it's plastic.
Yeah.
But unfortunately it's a tangler, creates a lot of problems. Doesn't even have a number on it. Things like that. You know,
how about plastic bags?
Like
how about plastic grocery bags?
Absolutely unacceptable. This entire contents that they put in their bin is going to be tossed away and go to the Fargo landfill because we can't remove that material at this point.
Yeah, and you're here every day.
Yes.
You're seeing this.
We are.
Jen, where are you at every day?
I am with the solid waste department every day, overseeing all the recycling that's happening in Fargo. So working to educate residents, school.
And you're on more on the landfill side.
We're on the collection side of recycling and garbage.
Well, obviously we recycle because we don't want to fill up the landfills as fast.
Correct.
But the landfills are certainly filling up. I look at the one in North Fargo after all these years. It's like, boy, you could almost go skiing down there now. But this effort helps that.
Yes.
Correct. We work very hard to keep as many recyclables out of the landfill.
Yep.
That's not just at the curb. We also work with contractors, private haulers, construction companies to separate their cardboard and their scrap metal and wood and things like that, because they're all commodities that can be recycled and no reason for that to be buried in the landfill.
Right. Mary, they come in here. I know the cardboard comes in from the cardboard containers, the aluminum from the aluminum, etc. This is the big dump. Do you separate this here now?
No, we don't. This is all single stream material that's going to be going to our baler, baled up and shipped off to Republic or Demcon in Minneapolis, and they're going to do the sorting of that material.
Wow.
Yes.
That's got to be a massive job. Do you take any of the stuff that you know is unacceptable out of this before you bale it, or try to?
We really try to, because we need to make sure that this isn't ending up there, because they will not be able to handle it. And kicking this down the road to them is costing us a lot more money in the long run.
Okay.
So we've got to get it out. We got to make it better.
This is the heart of the operation. You're saying this is the baler, right?
It is. This is what controls the productivity in this facility. So the single stream material that you just were out on the truck with is baled up in this container right now.
That's everything. Everything is in there.
Yep, single stream, cardboard, newspaper, glass, plastic, aluminum beverage cans. That material is going to be grabbed by this truck and loaded over here and off to
the Twin Cities, like you said, one of the facilities.
Right.
It's squeezing out it's just one big squeeze out of recycled material, and then they bale it up and away it goes.
Yes.
Beautiful. Remember, plastic paper bags are not good. Bottles, tubs, and jugs. That's it. Bottles, tubs, and jugs when it comes to plastic. Want to thank Minnkota, want to thank Mary, want to thank Jen and Kyle for having us in his truck today. Brought to you by our friends at Coast Materials. Coast Materials is building the area, literally. My name is Kevin Flynn, Need to Know Morning Show. This is how they do it. We'll see you next time.